on the commentary, and that is pretty much it. So sometimes things take just a little bit, but here we go.
Our adorable
Losers,
Tio can get distracted sometimes.
that I can. Losers round 4 here, or that Smooch can rather. Losers round 4 here. Dark versus JG. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, man. Commentary's got me all out of whack today. And it's gonna be Snake versus Greninja. So we just saw JG playing against ZD. A little bit more of a neutral-oriented match, a little more rush down. Both characters able to box and brawl pretty well. This time, instead, JG's going to have to be making these approaches and navigating through the minefield that Snake is capable of putting out. And Dark has been pretty proficient in these tournaments doing so. Sticking the C4 early, too, that is a terrifying place to be, but it has already transferred back, back and forth and back again to detonate onto JG in the end there. The counter going to catch Dark unawares, though. Couldn't see that that had activated through all of that smoke. C4 up on the platform one more time, and Dark is just playing keep away, holding grenades and trying to force something to happen there. I thought JG had that grenade. When did that get dropped? I have no idea. Looking for the punish with the down throw as well, but not going to find it. JG swinging, knocking Dark right off that UAV drone. Grenade going out. JG trying to keep Dark on that ledge. That's where you're going to see a lot of the success happen, I think, with Greninja here. Just trying to keep Dark with limited options to move, limited distance to start pulling grenades and setting up those minefields. But you got to maneuver and work your way in first. And you got to do so without letting Snake out. That dash attack crossing up through the shield is particularly a menace while you're trying to make that happen. And now you got to navigate around the missile as well. Dark just barely able to make it, or JG just barely able to make it to the ledge, but Dark stepping on his fingers, sending him into the abyss. Now Dark, with a little bit of a lead, can play even campier if they so desire, and that seems to be the case here so far. Grenade in hand, dropped just before, meaning Dark got out without damage there. I mean, the grenade play Dark is putting out has been pretty solid, but dropping shield just a little too early into that forward smash is going to cost the stock, meaning we got a relatively even stock 2 on our hands. JG is just trying to swing at this surprisingly evasive old man with pockets full of grenades. Look out, you always got to respect that UAV, man. That thing comes right through the stage. It does not care about physics, does not care about solid matter. It is coming for you, and it's going to ruin your ledge trap. JG just trying to apply pressure here, but actually getting in here. I mean, whenever Dark can just kind of hold shield a lot of these times at close range, especially when you've got grenade in hand. I mean, what are you going to do about it? Oh, air dodge into the missile. This time, going to take that stock. I mean, you only get so many lives versus that Nikita. There's only so many things you can do about it. And once Snake has you figured out, pinned down, and knows what you're going to do, man, there's truly no avoiding it sometimes. The single Shoryuken's there, just trying to force the grenade drop, but only for a moment. Doesn't permanently keep that grenade out, unfortunately. Oh, grenade actually interrupting the grab too. If JG had gone for the throw immediately, that may have worked. Stock is gone though. JG using the shadow sneak to punish the UAV into the stage there. Even stocks again for last stock, but we're once again seeing Dark utilize that Angel platform thanks to being the second stock taken to put out a setup and force JG onto the back foot. But JG is recovered and already is up close and applying pressure. The grenades in hand. JG, oh, Dark actually able to bail out there using the C4. Just using those resources that JG had perhaps forgotten about. JG catching on to the fact that they had the grenade, waiting it out. That's the Nikita though. That's the killer. Jumps into the mortar though. Dark just setting up the minefield right here on the ledge. Dark is trying to find the counter. This time deciding to roll out instead. But Dark is right on top of him, sticking to them like glue, and then dropping that missile like a rock directly down to catch JG's recovery. Dark going to take game 1 with the Snake. Whew. That was a roller coaster, but Dark does seem to be staying one step ahead through most of these interactions. Still getting caught here and there by JG just going for a more committal option than expected, like the forward smash that took stock 2. and sometimes just not able to escape JG's clutches in some of these closer range boxing situations, but certainly more than making up for it in the percentage gained in the grenade zoning game and the percentage gained on ledge in particular. I mean, getting back onto ledge versus Snake is a difficult task, and you expect to see Dark utilizing that even further as the game continues. Look, even staying back a little further from the ledge there, perhaps trying to cover the roll, but using the grenade minefield as well, forcing JG up onto that top platform. So that even when they're back onto the stage, there's still time to react to how they want to maneuver to get back to the main stage there. JG is just trying to pull as much safe shield pressure as possible. One downside with Snake is those aerials are just a little bit laggy. If you force them into using those aerials out of certain situations, they don't connect. You can get punished pretty hard for that. And JG definitely trying to make that happen where possible, but Dark has been pretty stubborn about just sticking to the ground, not letting that happen where possible. And JG's really got to put in the work to make it happen. Shadow Sneak is going to rip the UAV away, though, resulting in an early kill. And now, this is looking like JG's game, because now the approach doesn't necessarily even need to happen. JG can play a much slower game if they want. They can wait. They can just navigate the grenades, because the thing about those grenades as a projectile, as a zoning tool, is that they really are primarily good for establishing, for keeping distance. They don't really threaten damage if someone's just willing to just play through them. But as I'm saying that, already that metric has changed there. Dark back in the percentage lead. Oh, but stock. What am I talking about? The stock. Wow, I don't know where I am today. But yeah, but JG's actually going in, wants to find that stock. Could have had the second grab there, given that Dark's dash attack came out the wrong direction, but no luck. That dash attack catching the get up, though, is going to take the stock, so you are on even grounds now. JG not at all interested in playing the keep away game. Not at all interested in just trying to avoid damage and play for the timer. Wants to go in and just find hits, take stocks, and end the game. Dark, though, taking a little bit of advantage of that, consistently able to shut down JG's approach options. That forward smash nearly killing, and Dark is going so high. Set up in such a way that the second drag down after the air dodge set into the check chase, but no success following up, and Dark is once again pulling the pins and chucking out these pineapples, just trying to put as much explosion on the field as possible. That is going to be fatal, though. JG this time reads the double jump out of disadvantage with the up air to take the stock. Now has a full stock advantage once again, but for how long? If these C4s and these Claymores keep hitting, it may not be for very long, and JG is trying to set something up, trying to find the drag downs or the combos with the up air. The down throw, no luck there. I love the delayed get up from JG, waiting out Dark's option, not trying to overplay, not trying to quickly escape, not panicking. Even air dodging to the Nikita in such a way that they're able to dodge it not once, but twice as it comes back around. Dark is missing opportunity after opportunity here to find the stock just by not fully understanding exactly how many options JG has in the movement category to maneuver around these traps. JG going in with the dash attack right through the grenades, sending Dark off stage. Early Shadow Sneak doesn't connect. The second one absolutely does, though. The third, not so lucky. That could have been the game right there, but Dark gets a lease on life only momentarily to be caught by the forward air by JG to take game 2 and even up the set. And that was definitely a lot better approach game coming out from JG. Those grenade options just not quite shutting down JG's approaches the same way. There's a little more patience in some areas in navigating those traps, but a little less in some as well. I mean, especially on that last stock, willing to just dash directly through the gauntlet of explosives that Dark had set up to just land the dash attack from just about across the stage was a brave option, and certainly fairly committal given the distance that needed to be traveled, but working out in their favor. I mean, those grenades have fuses, and they only zone space as long as they're going to be exploding around the time you're going to pass them. If you've got time to dash through and not be anywhere near them when they actually go off, I mean, they don't really serve as obstacles at that point. They're it's one of those things that you see often when Snake is dealing with players that don't know how to deal with the matchup, is that players will just respect the grenades for an eternity. Oh my god, I thought that was about to be a stock trade there, but JG able to respond, recover with the hydro pump, and Dark is down a stock early. Small battlefield pick strikes me as very interesting. Look at the combo setup too, the drag down into the forward smash off stage and then catching the air dodge too. JG is going off on this game 3, and Dark is just struggling to keep up and struggling to keep the percentage from just racking up over and over here. Air dodge right through, down tilt into the forward air. Classic Greninja setup there for another kill. 91% now, and Dark is just at least got the ledge and is trying to set something up, but Hydro Pump is just going to speed JG right through it. Slowly walking up a threatening grab and then faking out into the forward air. You gotta love the mind games there. You gotta love the pressure. JG knows they have a lead. They know they can force that anxiety, force that fear onto their opponent, and they're taking full advantage of it. Dark trying to get tricky with the missile, but that platform is going to prevent them from setting anything up too fancy. And JG is just finding opening after opening. That Nair weaving through a lot of Snake's options. Dark, though, does just throw out the back air to catch JG before he can quite click the ledge. And that is going to be at least a stock in Dark's favor. But JG almost finishing it up right there in response. Dark is going very, very high. Guarantee you, C4 got dropped somewhere there. I don't see where it went on the stage, though. But JG just not letting Dark land at the end of the day. Dark is continually having to jump. Oh, no! The Hydro Pump abusing the early air dodge there. Dark did get the C4 out to try to make the explosive recovery, but hit the stage and was not able to tech. So the stock is gone regardless, and JG is now a game up in the set. And yes, I really just don't think that the smaller stage space worked out for Dark there. I'm not sure what the thinking on that stage counter pick was. Looks like for Game 4, we're going back to Pokemon Stadium, but Dark is switching things up and moving into the Joker instead. A little change of pace here. Character that can just box and play up close the same way that Greninja can. And can set up some pretty solid kill setups of their own, but at least with Joker, you don't really have to wait for a setup. You don't have to hit specific percentages at specific percentages at specific times to find the stocks. You just got to get Arsene online and find a big hit, or just be willing to play solid neutral out to 150 or so and find a good back air or a good read with the with one of those smash attacks. Whereas Greninja is a little more reliant on those setups and those specific percentage ranges for some of those kills. So this could be the pick that the Dark needs to make this happen, because you can kind of play Greninja's game, but you can do it with somewhat more reliable kill options as long as you don't fall into those early traps. So far, though, so far Dark is playing that very well. I mean, maintaining a percentage lead. Arsene about to be online. There it is, coming out to play Mr. Monopoly, man. Catching the back air as well. This back air is so ridiculously strong from Joker. Comes out super fast. Not a whole lot of end lag, but plenty of kill power to go with it. As we saw, JG is swinging right away here on this next stock. Dark is fading way out to try to deal with that, but paying off. Does get them back to the ledge. One last AHA that was not even powered by Arsene there. Arsene slipped away just before that could be the big one. That's unfortunate, but at this point, Dark needs every little bit of serendipity, or not Dark, JG needs every bit of serendipity they can get to even this back out. Dark is at 110%. Oh, charging the forward smash. Wow. Dark is at 110% and could just die at any moment to the forward air, to the forward smash, if JG is able to find it, but that's a matter of finding it. It's a lot harder to pin down your opponent and find those big laggy moves when they've got crazy quick frame data like Joker than it is with someone like Snake, who's a little more exploitable given you're able to get in. 140%, we may just see the second Arsene here if JG can't finish it up, and that is exactly the case. One last Nair doesn't kill. Arsene does come out, but only for a moment. JG able to find the combo setup, take the stock immediately afterwards, making this still a fairly even game. JG now just right back to playing some solid neutral, looking for the whiff punish there. Something Greninja excels at, having a very fast ground speed, a good dash attack. Punishing whiffs is a big part of the game plan, and that's even on a character with frame data as quick as Joker's is still very viable as an approach here. But, you know, when they start leaning into that back air a little too much, that may not give you a whole lot of options. JG going way out there. The footstool, is that going to shut down the stock? No. Just barely surviving, and with the jab lock into the forward smash to boot right back on stage, putting Dark on the back foot immediately and putting the stock on notice. A trade off stage occurs, preventing JD from taking the kill with that back air. Now stuck on the ledge too. This could go either direction. It has been looking so good for either player at any given moment, but who is going to end up on top here? One more forward air. JG using the Shadow Stink to get through and waiting out. Dark, though, has that tether. Not nearly as easy to contest off stage for Greninja here. That back throw is going to absolutely do it on the ledge. Dark now a stock up and has a little bit of room to play with. You can see leaning into the guns a little bit there to try to get the extra credit, but maybe he didn't spend enough time in marksman school. No connect, no extra credit there before JG is able to take the stock right back onto an even game here on stock 3. Dark is going to have to really dig deep to make this work, because this is so far these even stock situations have not been going his way, and JG looks to be trying to continue that. JG is playing a little more passively here though, and is taking a lot of damage from the guns in response to that. May just need to still push the aggression a little bit further. Dark now way off stage looking for the spike, trying to end this early, but JG just out of range. Both players back on stage now. Arsene threatening a lot of damage, but JG just playing with safe aerials into the shield, not leaving an opening to take that Arsene damage. But there wasn't a kill set up there either. You know, there hasn't been a lot of damage racked up in response in either direction. Just a lot of very safe play. JG going way off stage, catching the tether, swinging in with the back air. JG taking game 3 with an incredible edge guard on that Joker recovery. Or game 4 for their 3rd win, I meant to say. Taking game 4